Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. Hopefully your audio is still working, Doc, because you're about to see a great game here between two titans of the foreign scene. Cryoc, I don't know how he does it, but he always gets sent out against like the top foreigners. He's played Eon Zerg before. Did he play Bonneth? I can't remember, but he's playing Dewalt here. Could you ask for a better matchup? Having a look here, Dewalt's stats so far, 2 for 2 this round, went 2 for 2 last round as well, and he's currently 3 for 3 against his Terran opponents. He's had a lot of strong Terran opponents, so played Famasi, played Kogut. He's played like pretty much the best Terrans in the STPL. He played Bai as well, I think. But Cryoc, on the other hand, 2 for 0 so far this round, 7 for 1 last round. And he's currently 2 for 2 against his opponent's race. So seriously, I cannot believe that this match is going to happen. Cryoc versus Dewalt, right here, only on the STPL in Red versus iRk as they move on to Colosseum 2. Another great map here in round number 3. We've had 4... Okay. This map's been a little bit imbalanced in CVP, but PvT, 4 games so far, really great games as well, perfectly balanced, everything is perfectly aligned here for a great match between Dewalt and Cryoc. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time, let's get in to game number 3 of Red vs iRk. It's Dewalt versus Cryoc in a PvT of the century. Possibly. Let's hope. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the White Terran fighting for Red. It's Cryoc. And his opponent spawning here in the top right-hand position, we do have the Teal Protoss fighting for iRk. It's Dewalt. Now the most exciting thing about this game for me is Dewalt's best matchup by far is his PvT. His PvP is also very good. His PvZ, not quite as good as Bonneth, so not really as well known for that, but still a great, what am I saying? A great PvT. A Cryoc, his best matchup by far is TvZ, but his TvP is nothing to be laughed at either. He's in the top 10 of all of the STPL players. In the database there are 300 players overall, so that is no mean feat here for our Red Terran, and I cannot wait to see how this game is going to play out. Cryoc, okay, that's interesting, there we go. Cryoc, yes, I don't have the updated database. I've got the old database still. There's the poll. Hopefully you guys can have a look, see who you think is going to win. But really cool game here. Barracks, he's not actually going to wall off. Now the reason for this, just in case you've never seen this map before, is there is this high ground, which means if you wall off, a Dragoon can actually just sit there hitting all your buildings. I mean, it's not the biggest of deals, but it can be a little bit annoying. Dewalt, in the meantime, is going for his 1-gate core with gas, so that's going to mean everything should be relatively normal for him. He's going to be going into goon range very quickly. Likely going to take a quick expansion behind this as well. As you can see, the ramp there does actually lead up from the main base into the natural. So life is pretty good there. And now we see both of the workers actually seeing each other there. Dewalt not quite noticing, gonna go for a cross scout first, but does see the middle is completely empty and will head up into the top left, so he's feeling pretty good about this. But there is 2 SCV, or 2 Marines there already to try and block this. SCV obviously gonna get in, sees the range coming up, will know there's Dragoon on the way as well, and sees the probes are still mining gas. So there isn't going to be a super duper quick second gateway here, or Nexus at least. He may have the second gateway now. Yeah, there we go, second gateway coming in. So no Nexus, but he is going to be 2-gate power gooning. Looks like this probe did get away without taking too much damage. 2 scouting workers, like ships, passing in the night. Doc, to vote, you just tap on the screen. You don't type anything. Like, you literally just tap on the name on the screen. I love this extension. I tried the Moobot polls, and it requires people to type stuff. And people aren't going to type stuff, realistically. If you're watching the stream full screen, you're never going to, you're never going to type anything. So I know, like me, sometimes I'll watch full screen. Now sorry, solo casting is really confusing me. Oh, it doesn't work for mobile. Okay. Ah, fair enough. Oh, it does. Okay, well, it doesn't work on his iPad. Good to hear that, hey Trey. The poll is now over 84% of you who voted believe that Dewalt is going to take down Cryoc here. A plucky 15% believe that Cryoc is going to win. Let me just check the number of votes. Wow, that's the highest number of votes we've had all day. That's 20 votes overall. So there is a lot of faith in Dewalt here. Can Cryoc prove you all wrong? The series is tied up 1-1. Nexus on the way now for Dewalt. Nice bit of micro here from both sides. The Marines, though, going down fairly quickly. Not really getting the damage done. The tank very nearly going down. Cryoc, you need to save that tank, buddy. You cannot lose that tank. And that's exactly what he's going to try and do. Pulling back to the high ground. Seeing if he can get some repair going down. But there's going to be Dragoons moving into the base. Looks like a nice bit of high ground advantage there, keeping him alive for now. But this tank is going to go down before the second Dragoon does fall. But this SCV could actually snipe this. No, it does go down. Great micro here by Dewalt. But Dewalt is going to find he's going to have a Vulture heading on over to the top right-hand position here. Is this going to work out for him? A mine actually goes down. What did the mine go down on? I don't even know. That's so weird, but the probe actually killing the Vulture. What an assassin. Back in his base, he's going for a robo. Likely gonna just be for observatory, but could see some Reaver play. Dewalt very, very good with his Reavers. Obviously the probe's actually glitching out a little bit, trying to figure out where they want to go. But let's have a look at what the next building's going to be. He will know that Cryoc's going to be going for an expansion fairly soon. He obviously can't scout this with his Dragoons. And there we go. The tank is going to push the Dragoons back. Obviously they do have high ground advantage, but there's obviously a lot of problems here for him. The Vulture did go down, so not any more damage being done. This is going to be oh, it's a robotic support bay. So it is going to be Reaver behind this. That does make perfect sense to me. Dewalt's actually going to hide a pylon up here at his third base. Good for scouting for dropships. Cryoc has been known to go for starports in TVP. Not very often, but could possibly see that here. Looks like Cryoc is going to skip that though, go into his 2 factory. Likely going to see the armory coming in fairly soon after this. He's going to definitely need to start it soon because he will need some anti-air. If he doesn't have anti-air, this could be a very anticlimactic series. But he doesn't know what's going on in Dewalt's base. Dewalt going for that shuttle speed immediately. Reaver coming in, there's going to be an observer after that. And then we're going to see a third base from him as well. So Dewalt is in a pretty incredible position right now. Cryoc only just now getting siege mode up. So he is going to be able to take down these Dragoons. I genuinely don't know how he's got vision over that. Okay, that was the Vulture, but I guess they were just a little bit too far forward. But Vulture's going to move in out, laying some mines around just to scout around, but the trouble is, he is going to be up against this shuttle, and he still doesn't actually have any anti-air. What is he going to do for anti-air? He's building an engineering bay, but it's only just now coming up. Could this be the anti-timing for Cryoc here? What is his reaction going to be like? The Reaver coming in, getting that first SCV. No pull on the SCV so far, though. Does need to pull these relatively soon, or there's going to be a lot of damage coming down. But the trouble is, yes, he's going to be able to force the Reaver to pick up. But how is he going to deal with this? Nice micro, actually, so far, but one of the tanks does go down. SCV at the front trying to eat some of these Scarabs. Does get a shot with the tank off there, but the Reaver's still alive. Great micro here by our Protoss user. We see SCVs being transferred back into the top right base. The third base coming up here for Dewalt. The Reaver is going to dive into the mineral line. The SCV's pulled immediately. He knows that this is a very precarious situation for him to be in, and he needs to hide. 6 kills on that Reaver, but the Reaver's going to go down. Good defense, realistically, here. For a man with no anti-air whatsoever, he actually only lost 6 SCVs, but the trouble is, this is round 1. Round 2 is in production. And here it is. There's going to be a second shuttle coming in here as well. This is going to be for a Bulldog play. There's actually mines being laid in a very weird position here. I'm not really sure what his plan is. But the tank's moving forward, taking down those first Dragoons. He is going to go for a counter push here. He's going to see if he can do what he can. The Vultures, unfortunately, do not have speed yet. He doesn't even have that in production. So he's not going to be able to reinforce this as well. But he's going to be trying to hope oh, he didn't. Wait, is this speed? No, it's definitely not speed, right? I'm sure that isn't Vulture speed. I'm gonna keep an eye on this machine shop, but the trouble is, yes, this is a good number of tanks. He has no high ground vision. He has very little anti-air. There's 2 shuttles here. One has got a Reaver in. The other is going to have 4 Zealots. The tank spread is very, very nice, though. But this is non-speed Vultures. They are taking a very, very long time to... Wait, that is speed, right? My eyes are playing tricks on me here, but there we go. We're going to have another siege up here. Cryoc once again getting high ground vision just about with his Vulture. Is going to be able to push that back, but here we go. The counter drop by Dewalt. How is it? There's not really that much in here to defend. The Reaver getting a good Scarab off the Zealots, clearing up absolutely everything here. The tanks killing each other as well, and it looks like Dewalt has held on to this push for now. There's very, very few units in production by Cryoc. He's not actually reinforcing properly, and this could be the problem that loses him the game here. There's a lot of Dragoons still here. The shuttles did survive with full health as well, so good work by Cryoc. He's got a Reaver in here. Nothing in this one, but that's going to open the door, open the floodgate for him to go over into this natural expansion again. And Cryoc is so unbelievably low on units right now. What is he going to do? He's going to try and continue. No, this is definitely not speed, I'm certain. But yeah, the thing is, Dewalt is so far ahead right now. Cryoc is going to have an incredible uphill battle. The Vulture goes down without laying its third mine. That is not something he can afford to be losing right now. He does have a single tank here back to defend. The shuttles are still MIA. They're actually going to jump into the main. Still another 6 kills on this Reaver. 10 kills. The tank going down at the front. 11 kills. 12 kills on the Reaver. Vultures in the main. Cryoc's army still in the middle of nowhere. Unable to do anything. And with Zealots in his mineral line, with a Reaver coming in as well. This is going to be a lot of dead SCVs. The Reaver pops on out in front of all the SCVs. A huge clump of SCVs go down. Another 2 go down as well. Zealots killing Vultures. Reavers killing SCVs. It looks like Dewalt has checkmated his opponent here. There's very little that Cryoc can do now. He's actually going to go and pick up his Dragoons as well and bring them in to add insult to injury. Cryoc trying to hold on with everything he has, but it's not enough. This Reaver is on a silly amount of kills. He's actually going to be able to kill all of the supply depots as well. More and more Dragoons going down. The SCVs are actually forced to pull into the Reaver. 25 kills, 26 kills on that Reaver, 27. This is an absolute unwinnable situation, and GG! Dewalt takes down Cryoc. Very well done by Dewalt there. And just to point out, you guys in chat were right with your votes to bet against Cryoc. Cryoc with a good game, tried something, didn't work. I mean, his early push failed. He lost his first couple of tanks. That set him so far back. And when that happens, a player like Dewalt is not going to give you a moment to rest. He is going to dive on you immediately. And that's going to take iRk up 2-1 in this series. And it's going to head us in to game number 4. Just gonna load up the players. It was meant to be Oyaji versus Cadenti. I know Cadenti actually had sub for one game. I'm just gonna check if that was this one. 155 to 138. Okay, so it is Oyaji versus Cadenti when we get back after